So we are in Creswick and we are doing Goldfields Track Gully today. 14.2 kilometres and a little bit of elevation, and we'll be staying in Ballarat tonight. So here goes. Okay, Wallaby Track is where we're headed, down this direction. Goldfields Track, Oak Gully Road and Park Lake Loop, 14.2 kilometres, and it's up in Creswick. It's taken us about an hour to get here. It says it should take us 3.5 hours. So let's see how long it's going to take us. Haven't done any videoing for a while because we've done a few elevations which have been difficult, so I haven't bothered with recording. I've just taken photos, but I do have a few videos to put up and they're coming soon. I'm wearing a round neck top today because I've decided that maybe the V-neck rubs on me more, so I'm gonna just try that out today and see what happens. We are walking alongside a creek to my left here, and are we gonna maybe cross this bridge? Maybe not yet. Maybe come back to it and hear the birds. It's rained pretty much all the way here, so hopefully the rain won't continue and we'll have a bit of a dry walk. And I'll check in soon. So we've got about 213 days before we start our Camino. Well, actually, till we fly out of Melbourne to get to Paris. We'll stay in Paris for a night. Then we'll head to St. John Paul on a train. The very next day, we will start our hike to Roncesvalles, if that's how you say it. So what we've booked is our Paris accommodation, our St. John Paul accommodation, and our Roncesvalles accommodation. From St. John Paul to Roncesvalles, 27 kilometres. Then we've got maybe 2 days of like 20-ish kilometres, and then we'll have to start setting the bar a little bit higher.
Yeah, the 20 to Zippery after that.
Yep.
And then 17 to
Pamplona. Planning is coming along nicely. We're listening to lots of podcasts, watching lots of YouTube videos. I've got the book now that we ordered yesterday. It'll be interesting today. We did 16 Ks yesterday and today back-to-back hike. So it'll be good to see how our body goes at the end of it. Obviously, we're not starting till what time is it now? It's 11:40 and we've been walking maybe 10 minutes. I think one of the hardest parts to get my head around is that day after day we'll be getting up crack of dawn, 6 a.m. and leaving by 6:30, 7 o'clock the very latest, because we know it's going to be some scorching hot days. Bulk of the day, the bulk of the hike done in parts of the day where it's not 40 degrees. So yeah, okay, I'm just going to go now and enjoy the hike, which is also another reason why I haven't been filming lately, because I feel like sometimes when I'm just filming, I'm not really taking it all in and enjoying it. So hence why lately I have just tried taking photos and then putting them together. So chat soon. I imagine that when the tide's up, there's no such thing as crossing here. I'm not looking out for ducks. Morning.
Only a certain section what's in there. Oh really? Yeah. Oh, that'd be good with the rainbow. Oh wow. No, good luck.
I did read about someone's review of this hike said too many steps. Don't know how many that is, but too many steps. So there's a lot of narrow paths here, and we literally are going all the way around the lake. It's really quite beautiful, but it could be potentially very slippery underfoot if it was like wet and rainy. Actually, the surface feels quite nice on our feet. It's like it's not too hard and rocky. It's kind of like soft clay, which is nice. Some really beautiful spots here where you can stop and have a picnic. Weather gods are being kind to us. Like I said, it rained all the way, well, most of the way here. And now that we're here, it's quite nice. It's definitely some uphill and some downhill, but it's consistent and it's not too hard on your body. Lots of beautiful ferns here. Oh, someone out there in the canoe. Guy out there. There he is. Got my hokers on again, Hoka Marfite. Great shoe, great trail runner. Kids just bought me a brand new pair, identical for the Camino. So I've got a fresh pair of shoes to start the Camino. I've also got some merino wool socks on today with my shoes. Thanks, Beth. I'm trying them out today. I was wondering whether they were too thick for my shoe because I've just been wearing Bond socks. They've been okay, although at the end of the hike I do find that my feet feel a bit damp. Oh God, see those lizards just there? Huh. I don't know if you can see it, 2 big black lizards then. So the Bond socks work well, although my feet's a little bit moist at the end, and you don't want that because obviously my feet are my transportation for 800 kilometres, and if they get moist, potentially I could get myself into some trouble. Creswick Heritage Walk. Which way now? Left. So trying out these socks today, the only thing with these socks today was my thinking was, are they too thick for my runners? Because I do notice that my runners have got a lot of space in them. They're an 11B. Normally I'm like a 10, but you need the extra size when you're going to be out hiking this many kilometres a day to give your feet space to swell, which naturally is what is going to happen, but also because it's going to be very, very hot, so they'll swell even more. So good foot care is to have shoes that are bigger and socks that don't sweat. At 23 k's, Dalesford 47, cycles and walkers straight ahead. So that is where we're headed. You can actually hear some birds in the water too. Construction site, do not enter. Surveillance cameras in use. So we entered another area that said construction zone, do not enter. Surveillance video. Haven't seen any surveillance cameras yet. However, this part of the hike definitely feels like it is for mountain bike riders and motorbikes, etc., which is probably why it's been closed off. So maybe not closed off to hikers, closed off for people who are on their bikes. It's a little up and down, up and down, up and down. Windy, windy, windy. But beautiful. Really. Yeah. Yeah, because it might be dangerous for bikes when it's this soft. I actually want to film so many butterflies around. I just don't know if you can see them in my filming. Around the tree, through the air. I just don't know if you can see them or not. Here's some at the base of the tree coming towards me. So we are on our way to a picnic spot to sit and have some lunch by a lake. We are about halfway nearly, about an hour and a half, an hour and 40. I'll give you some real stats when we get closer. Very technical path where you need to keep your eyes down. There's a lot of roots and rocks out of place, but it's not too bad. Just means we're doing minimal looking up for koalas, and there's definitely got to be koalas here. The other thing with this hike is it's a little bit overgrown in spots, so some shrubs and plants do scrape along your legs or your arms. Seen a few people out here, not a lot, but I've seen a few. Gotta say though, it's a very pretty walk. Oh, a pretty walk, and it's hot, but it's really quite cool with a really beautiful breeze. Oh God, hoping there's these little walk-over bridges just in case they've got loose bits to it. Pardon?
These are all blackberries along our left. So these, if you do this in about a month's time, you'll be able to eat blackberries all the way.
Oh, that...
These scrambles all through here, this is all blackberries.
So Shane's just alerting me to the fact that through here everywhere is blackberries. So if we were to come in a month or so, we might be eating blackberries. There's quite a lot of them, and that's what's scraping us in our leg. You can actually see some little buds just there. Nice one. And I can hear kookaburras. Okay, we made it to the lake. Are we walking back the same direction? Oh good, so we can take a seat anywhere around here. Butterflies. Nice, perfect spot. Nice. Okay, it is 1:20 and we have stopped for a lunch break, as we do. It's great to refuel. We have done, how many kilometres, Shane?
We've done 7.5 kilometres exactly.
And we've got another 7.5 to go.
7.36 to go.
Yeah, good, okay. And so far it's been a good walk?
It's been a great walk.
Yeah.
A combination of fir trees and lakes and yeah, Australian bush,
ducks,
blackberries.
birds. Yeah, blackberries. Yeah, we did see some blackberries.
Yeah, it's pretty far. We've only done, what, 100 metres of elevation so far?
The elevation's been kind of good. It's been like up and down, up and down, up and down. But that's purely, I think, because we've been walking on a bike track. Or, I don't know, motorbikes, mountain bikes. Yeah, so I feel like we're just walking on a bike track at the moment. We're up and down, up and down, up and down, which is totally fun. So we're going to get going now, and hopefully we'll be done in the next hour and a half. And we'll see you on the other side.
It's time now, 1:15, 2:15. Yeah, we should be done by 2:30, 2:23.
Perfect.
Yep.
And then we're checking into some lovely accommodation, and I'll show you that then. in the distance. Saw a sign and we've come down here to read about Spence House. We're going to read about William Guthrie Spence, politician and trade unionist, lived at this site at the time of the Eureka Rebellion in 1854. In 1886, Spence founded the Amalgamated Shearers Union, which became the Australian Workers' Union, AWU, the oldest union in Australia. And this is actually his house. He was elected in 1901 to the first federal parliament as member of the Darling, New South Wales. He served as a Labor Party MP. Right. He left the party during World War I and he supported the military conscription, even though both the AWU and the Labor Party opposed conscription. So, not sure where out here, somewhere out here, or maybe it was actually right here. Interesting piece of history out here. And the reason we stopped at that is because I saw this sign that said house site. I was like, oh, what a beautiful tree there with the leaves growing up it. So yeah, that's where the house was. And on our way. So far this walk is amazing. It's one that I think we'll both highly recommend and would absolutely do again. The paths are great. We've had some ferns, bush, desert, lake, road, pine trees, fir trees. Yeah, it's been a great mix, but nothing strenuous at all. Nothing where you got to stop and say, oh God, I need a 10-minute breather. It's been fine. Eating by the lake was beautiful. The scenery is gorgeous. It's really quiet and private, I guess you could say. A lot of people out. We've collected some pine cones, which are great for the fire. So if you've got a fire pit and you want to fill it up, come and grab some cones. Exhausted, but on the homeward stretch now. Take a seat, take a breath. Not for long. I've only got maybe a few k's to go. So we see this tree that is in the middle of the path, and then there's these two trees up here, and Shane is telling me that it's been hit by lightning because one next to it is all black.
Yeah, the one behind it's all black. You can see the black stripe running through the middle of it where it's burned off that branch. All those bird stuff on the ground next to it. 100% of lightning.
Yeah, right, we should get out here then.
That would be the strike twice.
So we are nearly at the end of our hike for today. I'm watching carefully to stay on the path because there are ducks. It's beautiful weather, such a beautiful day. You would never believe that it was practically raining all the way here, and now it's beautiful. Come down here with a picnic lunch. We've done a great job. Hike has been wonderful. Really enjoyed our time. I actually think this is one that we'd probably come back to. Made it. Slice of the chicken. Wish I could just zoom in. Oh. Yeah, it's big chicken. So what I want you all to do is like and subscribe, follow, share with your friends. I have 108 subscribers and I want 1,008. That's the challenge. Who can be my 1,000 subscriber? Shane's laughing. Look, it's possible. It's possible. I'm going to tag some Camino things in today's hike. Anyone who then is interested in the Camino, might actually, maybe 2XU as well, because that's the cap I've been wearing. Woo! Main Street of Creswick. We're a minute away. It's been about, how many k's? About 15 kilometres by the time we get to the car.
15.
Oh, we're at 15 already, so it's probably going to be about 15 and a half, 16. Yeah, which is good. It's taken us, I don't know, 3 hours, 4 hours. But we've done a few stops. I mean, when I film and record, it's always, it takes a little bit longer. I love ice cream. Okay, we might go in here. Okay, we've just arrived at our accommodation. I'll tell you all about it in a minute. Oh, bathroom. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, this is nice. Little kitchenette. Beautiful.